Hi, I'm Dr. Suarchla, Scientific Director at Ziva Fertility Centers. When a couple approaches us, with infertility, and which is defined as trying for a year with unprotected intercourse and still not getting pregnant, and this 1 year period is something that we give to patients that are lesser than 30 years. If you are 35 and above, you should try for 6 months and approach a fertility specialist. So when a couple approaches us, that they are not able to get pregnant even after 1 or 2 years of unprotected intercourse, there are a few tests that we do. But the most important test that we do to a male, and a very simple non-invasive test, is the semen analysis. I wish to throw a little bit of light on semen analysis. What we are trying to assess here is to not only understand if the whole machinery of the male is functioning properly, but also if the sperms present in the ejaculate are functioning properly. So look at it, the volume that has to be there should be more than 1.5 ml or a little more than that. Now these values are decided by WHO, World Health Organization, who did a lot of analysis on research on fertile patients and saw that on an average what is required for a man to get his wife pregnant or his partner pregnant, and they looked at these volumes, and this is like a guideline for us which keep changes from time to time, and world over this change is brought about and we carry out these tests according to these guidelines. So the guideline indicates that 1.5 ml microliter is what is the normal volume of the semen. Now this volume also gives us a great deal of information about the other body parts inside the male reproductive system. The seminal vesicles, the prostate, is the epididymis functioning properly, is the fluid from all these organs proper with the right kind of nutrients for the sperm. So this is what can also be assessed from the volume. When we look at it on a bird's eye level, we look at the pH. If the pH is fine, is it alkaline, is it acidic, is it basic? We need to have an alkaline semen. Remember that the atmosphere inside the uterus, the cervix, is acidic because it's trying to throw out all kinds of infection, and assuming that the semen is also an infection, it makes itself very acidic. But if the semen is alkaline, then the whole thing is neutralized and the sperm starts swimming up. So the semen needs to be alkaline. Now what is the color? Is it pink? Pink indicates that blood cells also present in, there could be an infection somewhere. So we are trying to look at the color, the pH, the volume, etc. at a bird's eye level. When you look at it microscopically, that is we get into the level of the sperm, we look at three important factors. We look at concentration, we look at motility and morphology. Let's look at concentration. Now concentration according to World Health Organization is 15 millions per ml. So per ml it has to be a minimum of 15 million sperms. That's what we are looking at. When we look at motility, we are looking at a progressive motility of more than 40%. Now this is the number that is required for the sperms to be able to swim from the cervix to the egg which is waiting in the tube. So imagine the journey, it's like swimming from Kanyakumari to Himalayas. So the sperms have to have very good progressive motility to be able to make it from the cervix to the tubes. So that's very important, the motility. When I come to the last part, which is the morphology, it is the last definitely but not the least. Morphology of the sperm is is equal to the arrow that we use for shooting. The size, shape, the anatomy of the arrow has to be in a particular form to be able to reach the bullseye, isn't it? Similarly, the sperm also has to have a certain size of the head. So inside of the tail, the DNA material inside the head has to be packaged well for it to be able to swim efficiently towards the egg. So that's a very important part, and not just the size, there could be problems in the shape of the head as well. It could be bent, it could be having two heads, it could be having holes inside the head which we call as vacuoles, it could be having a head without a cap. A cap is very important for fertilization, we call it the acrosome. So all these kinds of morphological defects could be present. So when you receive a semen analysis report, These are the three important things that you should look at. Definitely volume plays an important role, but count, motility, morphology is something that you should look at, and if they are normal, then probably all parameters are fine. But you need to correlate this with the volume, with the pH, everything together to understand that your machinery, the male reproductive machinery, is working efficiently. I'm sure you have a lot of doubts. I'm sure you would like to share your semen analysis report with us for understanding what could be the problem. Please feel free to contact us. Definitely leave a comment in the comment section. We will certainly get back to you. Thank you.